We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Options galore here. Second and a few inches. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
Seahawks. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
58. Now a play fake here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. In that time for the sack, say hello to Chandler Jones.
And Russell Wilson gets sacked, and he tied for the most sacks in the NFL last season with 48 in total. But Seattle likes to throw the ball deep. So that means you're going to take more time to get the ball downfield. Sometimes the offensive line can't hold up, and he ends up hitting the deck on those plays.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Wilson. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. From the 8, they've got it first and goal. They run the counter. Carson. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9.
So often you hear that pep talks don't really work in the heat of the battle, but collectively, this defense has to say to each other, we've been on our heels this whole first drive. This is where we need to dig in. And they got a nice stop right there for a loss on first and goal.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Now Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Now they're staring at a 4th down as Arizona's defense does its job.
Myers for the Seahawk field goal. A 24-yard attempt.
And Myers able to knock it through. They move the ball pretty well there on the opening drive. You think they're okay settling for 3?
I don't think they're happy about settling for 3, but I think you're exactly right with the word okay, because they threw it well, they ran it well. Excellent balance for the first drive of the game.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
On the Seahawks' 49-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Murray now. And this one caught by Max Williams.
Murray's pass.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 34-yard line.
Cardinals.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, Murray. Caught left side, Williams. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle, and if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Shotgun now for Murray. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Well, he was just trying to contain DeAndre Hopkins, and he got a little too close.
And because of his ability to line up in different spots on the field and come at you from different angles, different guys have to cover him, and all of them have the same issue. How do you do it without interfering? In this case, it didn't get done.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Cardinals 7, Seahawks 3.
set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it, and he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Intercepted by the Cardinals.
That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver. Whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter, they'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, but it'll be second down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Throwing again. Murray. His throw incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Terrell Suggs able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Gonzalez on for the field goal. A 52-yard attempt.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And that'll do it for the first quarter of play. 10-3 our score after one here on EA Sports. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is DJ Reed returning. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
On the return, the Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Seahawks.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Push him back. Check 48's the mark. Check 48's the mark. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
They run the counter. It's Carson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 47-yard line.
Second and 11.
Run it. 48's mark. 48's mark. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Draw play. This is Carson. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
The tackle made.
Well, I think after that run, the defense get back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Wilson. Looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. Picked by Deontay Thompson, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
1st and 10.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
1st down, Arizona.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Going deep for Hopkins. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Tackle. 58's the mark. 58's the mark. Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. 19.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
They are pushed back 5 yards by the delay of game, 2nd and 8.
Hey, 0. I'm scared. Hey, 58 is the mic. Listen. Oh, you got 10? 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike.
Wilson. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Chandler Jones in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
58, 58.
From the shotgun, Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. To throw on 2nd and 6, Murray. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. 45 yards.
And the Cardinal.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
54 mark. Check. Come back. Right there. 54, right there. 54 mark. Yeah, that's what I do.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And a short return to the 6-yard line.
Interception.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Now the question, what do you do here? Time not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this spot you'd need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field goal try.
Yeah, so there's optimism there, but there's also a little bit of restraint, right? You got to make sure you don't take a sack here. Don't end up in the end zone. Ball gets stripped. You could give up 2 points in that occasion, or maybe even 6 if you can't get on it and recover it yourself. So make sure you protect the guy throwing the football if indeed that's the plan of attack.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
At the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Watch the run. They're running now right there. 58.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Here I come. Here I come. Here I come.
Wilson. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now it's Wilson. They'll set up the screen to Dallas. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth.
But it's fourth down.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the second time. He gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Cut. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54, Mike 54. That's twist.
A final shot before half from Murray. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Hold up, D. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Now this time, Murray to throw it. On the slant, complete to Hopkins. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a 1st down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
Arizona.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Cardinals.
When teams have a tough time running the ball, as this one has throughout this game, it's so easy to just say, forget it, let's throw the football. But that's exactly why you stay with the running game. Eventually, you stick with it, you make some adjustments, you often find ways to run the ball better as the game goes on.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
Ripples there defensively.
To throw again, Murray. And they'll go back to Hopkins, and this time he's got it. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Shakes off the sag. Disaster there, resulting in a loss of 7 on 3rd down.
It's now 4th down.
Here's Andy Lee now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Operating from the gun, Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Buda Baker with a pick. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
After the turnover, here's Murray. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Tackled back at the 41-yard line.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Play fake, Murray. Open man is Kirk, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down.
And the Cardinal.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On first down, Drake. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the gun, Murray. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Jaron Reed able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot.
Down. 3rd and long.
To throw on third down, Murray. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 3-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. On second down, it's Carson. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Good gain by Chris Carson. Picks up a first down, and you just have to love his running style. Talk about a straight-ahead guy, no-nonsense type of a runner. He's averaged 82 yards a game over the last 2 seasons and had 1,230 yards on the ground in 2019.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's Carson. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, Wilson. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Now it's Carson. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now Wilson. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Corey Peters slipping in and getting the sack.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
14, got it.
From the gun, Wilson airing it out for Olsen. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive. Going deep for Hopkins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
At the 14-yard line.
Now it's Wilson. He'll find Valor out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 15 yards on the play, first down.
10 at the 29-yard line.
On first down, Carson. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 27-yard line.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Hey, let's get this, get this.
Here's Wilson. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They run it with Carson. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
49-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
2nd down at 4. Here's Wilson to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll be hoping to work a little clock and try to add on to this slim fourth-quarter lead. But whatever happens on this drive, certainly a huge fumble recovery by their defense at this juncture. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. This is Freeman. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at their 48-yard line.
Check, check. 154, 154. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there.
On 2nd and 11 now. Murray, they'll set up the screen for Freeman. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Shotgun now for Murray. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. Now this series could very well determine our outcome. Left side complete to Lockett. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now Bortles. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
First down.
Scoring has really been at a premium. And, Charles, you got to tip your cap to this defense coming in here. Their offense, too, but this whole team coming in here on the road, getting a hard-fought win.
I think the way that they're finishing this one up, an exclamation point on a terrific game. As you noted, hard for them to put points on the board, and they hold them down one more time and finalize things.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
It's to 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
Try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Freeman. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And he is in for 6. Touchdown Cardinals. Kenyon Drake, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3.
Makes the score Cardinals 17, Seahawks 3.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's Reed. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10. At their own 23-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Philip Dorsett, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have made this a 1-score game.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. One final try now for Bortles. And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So with just a few ticks left, they need a miracle. And the Cardinals have got it. So that should just about put an end to this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you could just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.